Learn how to test two-way and intermediate switches using a digital multimeter step by step. This practical electrical tutorial explains continuity testing, terminal identification, and fault finding for beginners and technicians. These are the intermediate and two-way switches, including their terminal marking available in our market. Line 1 through to 4 are the terminal markings. Input, input, and these are the output terminals. First switching is this, and changes in terminal linkage, open, close. Second switching, close, close, open, and open. This type 1. Type 2, the same thing. Yes, first switching, second switching. Type 3 uses the diagonal as well here. Close and open. Second switching, open, close. Two-way switch, common, line 1, line 2 are terminal markings. All right. So let us go into the testing of both switches. It is the requirement that in electrical wiring system, testing be conducted to know the condition of the wiring system, including the component involved. In this, our testing exercise, we have two switches to be tested to know their condition. We have two-way switch and an intermediate switch. We have this digital multimeter with which to conduct the test. All right, I have set the meter on ohms, so it will be able to read the ohms value for us and at the same time bing or make a sound for us to hear. The test we want to conduct is called continuity test. All right, so let us begin with the two-way switch. The two-way switch has three terminals. Common, line 1, line 2. All right. Inside this rectangular block, there are connecting bars linking common to line 1, common to line 2, so that when we test and flip the switch, they will read. All right. So this is what we are going to do now to know whether the switch is in order or not. So we flip here and test common to good. All right. So common to line 1 is reading here. This means that if current enters the common, it will flow out through line 1. Now, when it reads like this, to 1, common and line 1 reading, common and line 2 should not read. As we can see here, so common to line 2 will not read in this flip until we flip the switch again. All right, so let's do that and see. Okay, now the common to line 1 that initially read, it is now out. It's not reading. So let's test common to line 2. All right, so common to line 2 is now reading. All right, so each time common to line 1 read, common to line 2 should open. Good. Now common to line 2 is reading, common to line 1 is open, as we can see. No reading at all. All right, so this is when the switch is good. But should both read? You can see. Now this one is reading, common to line 2 is reading. Now, if common to line 1 read in this same flip, it means the two bars have been shorted. The bars have been shorted internally, and that is why common to line 2 will read and common to line 1 will read at the same time in one first flip. Also, if in the text this one read, okay, this one is Good. This one read. Now, it is expected that when we flip the switch, the other one should read. So let's see. If we flip this switch here, this one will go out, but this one will read. Good. But if this one fail to read, if common to line 1 fail to read in this flip, it means that internally the bar is open. It cannot make. Common to line 1 cannot make, and that is why it's unable to read. So this is how to detect this two-way switch. The condition of this two-way switch now is good, but if internally they are shorted, both will read to common. Line 1 and 2 will read to common in each flip, and so it makes it bad. And if common to either line 1 or line 2 that is meant to read fail to read, it means it's open. When it is flipped, it means it's open. Therefore, the switch will not be suitable for use. All right, so let us go to the intermediate switch. Now, as earlier discussed, the intermediate switch has 4 terminals. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. Good. As with the two-way switch, in this rectangular block, there are connecting bars linking 1 to 3 horizontally, 2 to 4 horizontally. Also vertically, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, diagonally, 1 to 4, 3 to 2. This is how they are. So we want to flip the switch and see which one connects. Good. So we flip the switch and test the horizontal. You can see 1 to 3 not reading, 2 to 4 not reading. All right. Now let's test the verticals. Good. Also not reading. All right. 1 to 2 not reading, 3 to 4 not reading. Now let's test the diagonals. Good. You can see 1 to 4 is reading, and 2 to 3 is reading. So the two diagonals have made now. So current will always flow through these two diagonals that are closed in this first flip. So let's flip again and see. All right. First, let's test this diagonal. You see, these two diagonals that initially read, they are now open, so they can read. You can see. All right. Let's test the vertical and see. Good. The two verticals are reading in this second flip. All right. Good. So these two verticals are now reading in this second flip. All right. So this one tells you that in the first flip, diagonals made. In the second flip, verticals made. All right. So that is the design, the type of this intermediate switch. Now, in each of the flip, either horizontal or vertical or diagonal we make in one flip. Should the diagonal and vertical make in one flip, it means the intermediate switch internally, the bars have been bridged and so will not be useful. Now, if the diagonal is meant to read and it fails to read in another flip, then it means internally it is open. All right. Now we can see, all right, this. Now, good. Let's see. Good. The diagonal is meant to read here. Suppose it failed to read in the flip. When we flip it and it fails to read, it means internally, that is to say, terminal 1 or line 1 to 4 has a breakage internally, or open circuit, and that is why we never read. So if the two channels are shorted, then it is faulty. If the one that is meant to read fail to read, it's also faulty. So these are the conditions in which the switches will appear for us to conclude that they are good for use or not good for use. So if you love this video, share it, make your comment, and subscribe for more video. Thanks for watching.